Hey folks, so this is me showing you how to use a simulation from Phet. Obviously I don't own anything and we are using this as an educational tool. So the website you want to go to is here. Obviously I'll post this to you so that you can access it a bit more easily. And you want to go to the physics one, which should bring up from that website. And the one you want to click down is the Circuit Construction Kit DC, and this one because it's coded in HTML5. Okay, if you click on these ones here, that runs on the old JavaScript, which is no longer supported. So if I just click on this and then click on this again, you can download this, but we're just going to run it from the browser. It's nice and simple. And you can see this is your workstation here. So on the left hand side you have your different components that you can plug in. We'll talk about that in a minute. On the right hand side we can show what type of current. We're only going to use electron flow. We don't bother with conventional, so leave that just now. We can show the labels for the components and we can also show the values as well, but we're going to leave those as it is. On the underneath that we also have the voltmeter and the ammeter. So we'll look at how to use those later on, or you might need to know those, how to use those if you're in my Nat 5 and higher class. And then obviously we've got some other menus there, but again, we're going to leave that. And then finally, at the very bottom, you can either have the symbol view or the actual component view. And I'm actually going to use the component view because you can actually see the electron flow here. At the very bottom right corner is a reset button. In case you make a mistake or you just want to clear the board here, you can zoom in and out as well. So that's the basic controls there. To build the circuits, my top recommendation to you is actually to drag your components into place first of all, like this. So here I'm going to build a circuit with a bulb and a resistor and a switch, which I'm going to put here like this. And you can see you can move these objects around if you click on the wee dashed circle at the end there. And then I'm going to connect them with leads, or really wires as they call it. And notice how there are wee negatives there to show you the electron flow. And then all it is simply from there is you just connect up your circuit as you would in real life. Now, to make this a wee bit more tidier, I'm going to connect these up like you would in class, or if you were rather drawing the circuit diagram. So if I bring the wire back up there, and you can see how the simulation is actually really quite flexible. If you make a mistake, it's quite easy to swap it around, and it's quite easy to change things if you need to. So here I'm just taking a wee bit longer with this because I want to draw it as you would with a circuit diagram. So that's the final wire there. Okay, now if you make a mistake with your wires, or if you want to swap something out, all you do is you double click on one end like that, you get the scissors, and that will automatically cut it for you, and then you can just reconnect it. Now if I switch the symbol circuits, you can see there that that just looks like kind of like the circuit diagrams that we have. If I take away the current, you can see that's a pretty good approximation of it. The symbol for the bulb is slightly different because this is an American system, and the same for the resistor, but otherwise it works fine as it is. So let's put this back on, and if I switch this on by closing the switch, you can see the bulb actually comes on nice and bright there. So that's a basic tutorial on how to use this. Feel free to play around with it, obviously. It does allow you to do a whole range of other stuff, but that's all that I want you to take note of so far. Okay.